Thousands of Liberian refugees waiting to hear about their immigration status can breathe a sigh of relief. On Thursday, President Trump extended deportation protections for Liberian refugees, many of whom live in Brooklyn Park and Brooklyn Center. Earlier this week, we spoke with U.S. Senator Tina Smith about the situation.
These are people who've lived in Minnesota, as you know, for some of them 20 or almost 30 years. They work in nursing homes and assisted living centers. They help build medical devices in the great Minnesota companies like Medtronic and Boston Scientific. And if they were unable to work, they're not going to be able to take care of their family. They're not going to be living in our neighborhoods. It's really a terrible situation.
Last year, President Trump decided against an extension, saying Liberia has stabilized after previous armed conflicts. His decision Thursday extends the living and employment situation of Liberian refugees by a year. Minnesota Attorney General Keith Ellison tweeted that the extension is, quote, good news for our Liberian brothers and sisters. But he says only comprehensive immigration reform will fix this for folks long term. The city of Robbinsdale is getting ahead of a Hennepin County organics recycling mandate by rolling out the program to interested residents. The program is opt-in, but will cost an additional $6 per month for residents, which will be added to their utility bill.
So the organic recycling program is going to be rolling out on Monday, April 29th. With carts being delivered the week before, so April 22nd through the end of the week. We don't know for sure which days, but they'll be rolling out that week. If residents are still interested in signing up, they can go to our website, or they can go to the utility billing line and call, or they can stop in and we can sign them up.
Hennepin County will require all cities to provide curbside organics recycling beginning in 2022. Well, spring has officially arrived. People with allergies know that all too well. While it isn't pollen season just yet, those who suffer from mold allergies are most likely experiencing symptoms of itchy, watery eyes and a runny nose. A local allergist says there are ways to keep symptoms in check.
To wear a hat and to avoid the pollen or the mold to be sticking to your hair or to your face, because the worst place for that to end up is actually on your pillow on your bed. Then you're breathing that for 6 to 8 hours while you're sleeping. Also taking a rinsing shower before you go to sleep if you've been outside, keeping the windows closed, even though it's going to be very tempting to open the windows in the warmer weather. But the whole idea is keep the outside out and the inside in.
Asthma attacks are also more likely to happen during allergy season. Doctors advise making sure all prescriptions for inhalers are current. At Maranatha Christian Academy, some fourth graders are learning a valuable life skill. Here is Sonny Goins.
I'm ready when you're ready.
Okay, sounds good.
There's quite a bit of money trading hands at this class at Maranatha Christian Academy.
Thank you.
Mini Economy teaches fourth graders the ins and outs of money management.
This is a budget sheet that we have students use to record their income.
Hello.
Students put their financial skills to the test.
Now I just add it in.
The classroom has several different stations
20, 40.
that mock real-life money situations.
So you should have 18 back.
There are fines and even insurance and rent to pay.
They learn how to take their credits and then subtract their debits, and then they get an amount. They can go to the bank and do a withdrawal.
How much would you like to take out?
All of it, please.
Students have real jobs. They get a base pay of $4 for coming to school, and then they earn $2 each a week for different jobs. They could also bring in extra money.
Some of them are like personal secretaries, some of them are like the library organizer.
And just like the real world,
You're all set.
there are consequences if they don't get the job done.
Through having a job, being responsible for that job, because they have to do their job or else they will lose their job.
It was like,
Or if they don't pay their bills.
why do I have to?
We followed student Krista Damala around as she made her way to the different stations in the classroom.
How much do I have to do for taxes and teacher pay?
After paying all her bills and fines,
Thank you.
she made her way to the bank
Add all of these, and then the rest of the money we get.
to see just how much money she has left to go shopping.
I have $230 to spend.
It's the fundamentals of finance, lessons these students will use for years to come.
I learned that when you get older, this is kind of like what you do, and I thought it was really cool, and I saw how grown-ups feel.
In Brooklyn Park, Sonia Goins, CCX News.
The Hamel VFW was jumping with people on the first Saturday after St. Patrick's Day. Neil Persley shows us why.
What would absolutely pack a VFW in Hamel on a Saturday night?
I'm 60. I turned 60.
This isn't just another birthday party.
Happy birthday.
This is Anthony Kazar's second annual 1959 style Sock Hop birthday bash.
Started this last year just to have some fun.
He convinced the commander at the Hamel VFW to let him throw the soiree.
I threw it as a birthday party for myself, and I said, hey, Jim, why don't I pay for the band, and you guys just take the door and, you know, just have a normal night, but then you don't have to pay the band at the end of the night. And, you know, and throw it for my own birthday.
When Anthony asked his friends Terry and Cindy Gardner of TC Swing if they would come over and give a little 30-minute lesson before the big dance, Terry said,
absolutely. The fact that he puts together a dance like this is really fun too, and it goes to charity, so that's really nice.
I get the feeling that everyone here knows Anthony.
Birthday, you look so handsome.
You know Anthony?
I know Anthony, he's a good friend of mine.
These are all your friends, personal friends, I know they are.
Anthony is a Mr. Socialization dancer.
And so I appreciate everybody coming out.
In the end.
What time is it?
1, 2, 3.
It's all about the dancing.
He just goes around and passes himself around to everybody, dances with everybody. So it doesn't matter, you know, who you are or whatever, he will dance with you. He's got a huge heart.
In Hamel.
Thank you for dancing with me.
Neil Persley, CCX News.
I wish I was as popular as this guy is.
You can see this and all of our stories on our website, ccxmedia.org.
One of our area's coaching legends and one of his former players are part of the second class inducted into the Minnesota Basketball Hall of Fame. Hopkins boys basketball coach Ken Novak Jr. was inducted into the Hall of Fame this week. Novak won his 8th state title last weekend. He's led Hopkins to 16 state tournament appearances. He also coached Blaine to a state tournament. Former Hopkins and Gopher star Chris Humphreys is also part of the new Hall of Fame class. There were some strong teams and players in boys hockey in the Northwest Suburbs this winter. This week we named our Sports Jam All-Area team. We'll start our team in goal with a couple of strong netminders. Number 33, Brennan Boynton of Champlain Park, was a Frank Brimsek Goalie of the Year finalist. The two-year captain had 18 wins with a 2.10 goals against and .940 save percentage. Boynton backstopped the Rebels to their most wins in a season. Number 30, John Howe of Totino Grace, helped his team to the Northwest Suburban Conference's West Division title. Howe had a 19-8 record, 2.51 goals against, and .925 save percentage. Our defensemen include number 15, Tommy Bergsland of Wayzata. The steady senior had 45 points to lead Lake Conference defensemen with 11 goals and 34 assists. He was third team All-Metro. Number 14, Nate Schweitzer of Benilde St. Margaret's had a strong junior season. A strong skater and shooter, the Colorado College commit had 15 goals and 26 assists for the Section 6AA runner-up Red Knights. Number 14, Jake Wasik, is a great leader for Totino Grace. The senior had 5 goals and 13 assists while earning all-conference honors. Our loaded group of forwards includes Maple Grove's number 14, Trevor Kukkonen. The Michigan Tech signee had 23 goals and 24 assists, helping the Crimson to a Section 5AA runner-up finish as one of their top leaders. Number 4, Joel Matthews, isn't the biggest guy around, but he made great strides for Wayzata this season. The senior was team MVP and had 18 goals and 34 assists, ranking 4th among forwards in scoring in the loaded Lake Conference. Number 6, Derek Roberts, is the first Champlain Park player to reach 100 career points. Roberts had an eye-opening 40 goals this season with 14 assists. He'll play junior hockey in the NAHL next season. Number 10, Tyler Kostelecki of Maple Grove, is another senior who earned all section honors for the Crimson. The speedy Kostelecki had 17 goals and 17 assists. He's committed to Arizona State. Number 12, Jonah Jangala of Armstrong Cooper, was a Hobie Baker Character Award winner in all-conference selection. A strong leader, Jangala had 17 goals and 22 assists for the Wings. Benild's number 20, Blake Messenberg, had a strong junior season. A great two-way player, all-conference pick Messenberg had 23 goals and 26 assists for the resurgent Red Knights. Number 9, Kyle Kukkonen had a superb sophomore season for Maple Grove, scoring 6 times in the playoffs for the Crimson. He was second on the team with 53 points on 24 goals and 29 assists. He's already committed to Michigan Tech. Number 8, Justin Janicki is another super talented young player for Maple Grove. The freshman led the high-powered Crimson in scoring with 54 points, netting 20 goals with 34 assists. He's an early commit to Notre Dame. It's a great squad, the Sports Jam boys hockey team. These guys had good seasons too. The honorable mention picks for boys hockey.